everybody, welcome to Katie in the Morning. Today is Monday, March 26th, the last week in March. Isn't that crazy? I mean, just not even a week, we'll be into the fourth month of the year already. That is just nuts to me. And speaking of crazy, does anybody ever have like an expression or a phrase that they cannot stand? Mine is cray cray. Like, is it that much harder just to say the full word crazy? Is it that much harder? I don't understand. So I'd like to start you guys off today with one of the comments or the posts that I saw on social media. This one is for CNAs at nursing homes. How do I keep track of your repo, or how do you keep track of your repos? We have 11 people that need repositioning toileting every 2 hours. Our higher-ups are going nuts on us because they're not being done every 2 hours. I'm trying to find an easy way to make sure that they're done on a timely manner. There's 24 residents and 4 aides. We have tried and tried, but nothing works. Any ideas are very welcome. Well, I think the social media, the way it's evolving, getting suggestions and networking and problem solving is at an all-time high. You've never seen CNAs interact with each other from state to state on like a second's notice before. It's an amazing feature, but it can be a very negative outlet as well. You constantly see negative comments on there. I just saw one over the weekend. A CNA had posted that she feels it's unprofessional and unwanted for people to talk about residents on social media, kind of discriminating against them or putting them down or ranting and raving about what happened. Even though they're not mentioning the resident's name or what facility they're from, she still feels that it's very disrespectful. I do personally agree with her in that one. But at the same time, we all kind of need a chance to vent and rant a little bit, and who better to do that to than people who know exactly what you're going through. We're going to take a short break, and I'm going to come back with some suggestions about this very question.
When you have satisfied and content CNAs, the care is better, and you're going to have less nursing assistant turnover.
So many times I think they're just, in the trenches and nobody hears, nobody cares about them, and it's not true. It's simply not true. And this organization helps them gain that voice and helps them be heard.
We're awesome, and I'm going to hold my head high, and I'm going to ride this magic carpet, and I'm going to change the world. That's what NAHCA did for me.
For more information, visit us online at nahcacna.org or call 417-623-6049. Tune in to CNA TV every Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time for long-term care news with Dane Henning.
Welcome everybody, and welcome back everybody, I should say. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you can catch notifications of when long-term care news is on, when Katie in the Morning is on, also when From the Heart with John Willard is on. Those are programs you guys won't want to miss, especially we have new segments coming out in the very near future, which I'm sure you guys won't want to miss as well, with some of the other members of the NAHCA staff and some visitors that you might not expect to pop in. We're going to go ahead and address this question that I found on one of the social media groups earlier today, and that is, how do you keep track of positioning and toileting every 2 hours? There are several different ways that you can do this, especially nowadays. There's some very high-tech charting processes in each facility, everything from point-click care, point-centered care, AccuNurse is another one. If you guys have those tools at your disposal, do not take them for granted. One of the things that we get ourselves in trouble with a lot is if we don't document it, it doesn't happen, or it didn't happen. There's no proof, there's no paper trail, so we really have no way of notifying our management team that it actually was done, unless that person is within coherent enough to tell them, yes, she took me to the bathroom, or yes, she helped me get repositioned. But there are some other ways that you can do it too, and of course these are facility-based policies and procedures. Some facilities prefer not to have things posted in the rooms, but what I've seen done in the past is they'll put just like a paper tablet or a notepad on the back of the door where you can write, keep it very, very vague about like the time, what position you turn them in, and your initials itself if they're in a private room. If they have a roommate, there may be some HIPAA violations, so you might want to put it like on the inside of their closet door or on a clipboard at the end of their bed turned around so that that information is not accessible easily to other people. Another place you could put it is if you guys have like a rounds, if you do rounds in between shifts, if you have a book or a tablet, a communication tablet is usually what they're called. You can write each person's name down off your hallway and then just put the time that they were repositioned or toileted and what side you put them on, or whether you reposition them from the bed to the recliner. Don't forget about those either, because you can definitely score bonus points there with charting, because every time that you get them up, every time that you move them from one place to another, that is repositioning. So if you're a rehab aide and you walk them down the hallway, you reposition them because you stood them up from their wheelchair, walk them down the hallway, put them back in their wheelchair, or you walk them from their room to the dining room, place them in the dining room table. If they're going out to activities, that's another one you can take credit for. One of my personal favorites that I saw, which actually involves the residents a little bit, is if you take popsicle sticks, and definitely talk to your activities department about doing this as an activity for your residents. You take popsicle sticks and then those little round magnets. Most door frames in the facilities are metal, so just have it as an activity for your residents. Paint the popsicle sticks whatever color you want, and then have them glue the magnets to the back of the popsicle sticks. And then as your shift goes through, if you're working an 8-hour shift, it would have to be in 4 different positions throughout the shift, or you can go down the door frame. Just make sure that you keep it out of reach of those hoarding residents. You know, Miss Steele's a lot, who comes and takes all the straws off your med card, or, you know, collects items that don't necessarily belong to them. Keep it out of their reach, but you can put it in 4 different positions. That way, at any point in time during your shift, your manager can look down your hallway and see all the popsicle sticks in a row, or the ones that are kind of out of line that still need to be repositioned, and talk to them about this, because managers and administrative staff definitely have a lot going on in their mind. There's a lot of stuff that they do behind the scenes. So any kind of suggestion that you have to correct a problem is definitely going to be taken as a positive vibe, and let them know like the benefits of this. So if your DON's walking down the hallway and all the popsicle sticks are aligned but one, and she has a few minutes, she may even go in and reposition that person herself and move the popsicle stick for you, let you know so that you could chart it, or chart it herself even. It's a great way to promote teamwork. It's a great activity for residents to do, and it's a great way to keep track of who needs repositioned, who needs toileted, and who's already been done. Well, I welcome you guys to Manic Monday, and I hope that suggestion helps, or any of the suggestions that were given. And I will see you right back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Katie in the Morning.